friends, and welcome back to another video. This is Flower Heart Plans. My name is Harley, and today we are going to set up my B6 Stalogy for the week of March 17th. And to do that, we are going to use this sticker kit that I got from the most recent Simply Gilded subscription box. It is called Sakura Glow. And we have the full boxes, some headers at the bottom. The cherry blossoms in here are so pretty. I love the colors. I love the mix of the cherry blossoms with the origami paper cranes and the landscape. It's so pretty. So we have the full boxes. Then we have 5 sets of date covers, some half boxes, headers, some checklists, flags, small deco, some quarter boxes, more task headers, and half boxes for decoration. We have this sheet of small deco and lots of bows, the date dots. We have 2 sheets of this deco. I think one might be misprinted because the lines and the gold foiling on this one is a little bit misaligned, so maybe that's why they gave us 2. I'm not sure, but we have these. And then I also got 2 postcards, which I'm not mad about. I do notice that one is gold foil printed, and one is rose gold foil printed. So maybe that's the difference. But either way, these are really pretty journaling cards, postcards. And so these also came with the kit, but I'm not going to use these in this decoration, so I'm going to put these off to the side. We also have washi tape that matches. Now, the washi tapes do match the stickers, but I don't know if they necessarily match each other in terms of the colors, because there's some that are mostly like pink, and then we have this purple, which doesn't really match with this one that also has blue and orange in it. And then this one is a more muted pink and beige with purple. So I'm going to use them all together because they came together in the kit, but I'm just going to hope that it turns out well and works well together. I should learn by now not to doubt Simply Gilded because they always do an amazing job of pairing the stickers and washi tape. It's just that maybe because this isn't my style necessarily, that at first glance, it doesn't really all go together, but I'm sure it'll work when I put it down on the page. It also came with this roll of pet tape that is pre-cut. So we have that to work with for deco. I have some mild liners in colors that coordinate. So we're going to use these. And I think we can get started. I also have some other sticker books off to the side that I usually pull from, like the Colorful Boxes sticker book by the Happy Planner. This is the Rainbow Mega sticker book. I have Live, Love, Posh, Functionally Chic, Pink Blooms, just to get some of the boxes and headers in here that are pink and might match the stickers. And then I have this one that also has some boxes that might match, like this pink and purple. But I mostly got this one. This is the Muted Blooms by Live, Love, Posh. I got this one mostly for the to-do stickers. So I'm going to use these on the weekly pages. And then I have this Colorful Boxes sticker book if we need it. This is the old one by the Happy Planner. So we have these off to the side. And we can get started. So I do keep my Sterling Ink B6 monthly booklet tucked in the front of my planner here. So I'm going to keep this off to the side because I have appointments and things of note to remember for next week. I did decorate April already. I pre-plan in this booklet, so this isn't necessarily where the pretty planning goes. I do decorate it a little bit, but I write in my plans ahead of time if I need to. So I'm going to keep this off to the side while I'm planning because I do need to look at this. I just need to make sure it stays open because it might try to close on me. Okay, so we have that. Then I do want to mention, because I get questions on this all the time, but my cover is by Paper Bound Creations on Etsy. In my videos, I've started linking to the Etsy shop in the description. So you can find it there, or search Paper Bound Creations on Etsy and you'll find it. But I have a lot of her covers. They are well made, they're pretty, and I really like how they fit my books. They are roomy, so when you first put your book in, you will have room around it, but that will allow your book room to grow, especially the way that I chunk up my planners. This will allow it room to grow. I also have the B6 full year, and then I have the B6 half year that I'm using for notes. So this cover fits both of these books, and it still has room to chunk up if I needed to. So that's where that is from. I also use a page marker by Salty Katie Co. I got the glitter star divider with a pocket and a pin loop so that it's more functional for me. I don't necessarily use the pocket all that much, but it's there if I need it. And I got this on Etsy also. I just use it to mark the daily page that I'm on. And for the weekly pages, I have this Midori clip that I use to mark my weekly dashboard page. So it's easy to flip to. And you'll notice that I have a clear cover on my B6 Stalogy. I don't know if you can see that. So it doesn't fit in the other side of this planner cover. So I just have it tucked into the secretarial pocket that's here, and it stays just fine in that. So having gone through all of that, we can get started. So today is Saturday, March 15th. And I'm just now going through my to-do list and knocking things off. I haven't even updated my evening schedule with what I plan to do this evening. So there's still stuff to do for today, but we can go over how this week has gone so far, because there are changes that I'm going to do for this upcoming week. So let's move this out of the way. I'm not sure if I should zoom in or not. I think maybe I should, but then I will constantly be going out of frame and I don't want to battle with that. So we're going to stay where we are. And I did a 2-page weekly spread and then 2 pages per day for this current week. So on the weekly dashboard, I have a weekly task list, habit trackers, daily gratitude, meal plan, notes, and next week. I did need all of this space on the weekly dashboard, but on the daily pages, I didn't necessarily need a 2-page spread. So I used the notes area and my checklist, my to-do list. But the evening schedule, because I'm in sort of a routine, it was not really necessary to write down everything that I was doing in the evenings. So that was a little bit not helpful. And then the journaling, I enjoy the journaling part in here. It's a good way to just rapid log what happened that day. But I feel like I want to do longer journaling. So I'm probably gonna move this out of here, out of my Stalogy. I might keep a little area to write a little blurb about the day, but the rapid logging and the longer journaling is going to go in another notebook. And then this goals section, I didn't really do much with it. I did check off for some days, but it wasn't really that necessary. So this whole page, I don't really need, and I'm going to go back to 1 page per day. Now that does mean that my weekly dashboard is also going to go to 1 page. So I'm going to see how that works. But we are going to get started on this upcoming week, which is the week of the 17th through the 23rd. That includes St. Patrick's Day, but because most of the activities for St. Patrick's Day are going to be this weekend, I did a St. Patrick's Day themed decoration for this week. So next week we are going to go bright spring with lots of pink and flowers. And I think it'll be super, super cute. So first things first, we need washi tape. And to set the mood, to set the tone for this week, I'm going to use this combination. The pink flowers with the paper cranes, and then the same matching pattern in the skinny washi. I just need to find the edge of the washi tape. There it goes. And now is a good time to ask, how are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. The weather here in Chicago is wacky. It doesn't know what it wants to do. One day it's 70 degrees Fahrenheit, that is. And the next day it's 40 degrees, then it wants to rain, and then they say it might snow in a couple of days, and then it's going to get warmer again. So I don't know what's happening with the weather, but whatever the weather is where you are, I hope you're enjoying it. There was really strong winds yesterday and today, like super strong, and so I'm not sure how long that's going to last, but it hasn't been too cold lately. It seems like spring is trying to get here. It really is trying. I'm going to will it into existence in my planner. So this kit came at the perfect time. And I do need to make a video about my planner lineup, because if you are a regular to my channel, you will have noticed that the only videos I've been uploading are my B6 Stalogy videos. I might as well put washi tape on this page too. Let's see. I think I want this combination. So I've only been uploading my B6 Stalogy videos, and to be honest, that's because I've really only been using my B6 Stalogy planner. I've been using other planners a little bit here and there, but the one that I'm in every day, all the time is my B6 Stalogy. So that's the one that I update the most. It's the one I decorate. The other ones I decorate once in a while, like the Erin Condren Petite Monthly Planner. I only decorate once a month. So I'm not in that one daily. So there's not much to post about that one. But I did a thing. I ordered a Spring Start Hobonichi cousin. And I'll talk about that in another video once it comes. But there are different reasons why I decided to do that, but I'm super excited about it. And it's going to allow me to do more journaling, to do just more planning and strategizing for lots of things in my life. So excited about that. And I want a sticker to put the dates in at the top of the page. So I'm going to go to the sticker book. And I pulled out the stickers that match in terms of colors. So I just want maybe this pink. I could do gold also, but I'll do pink. Let's see, does it blend in? It blends in a little bit, but that's fine. So we can put this here. And then this is for March 17th through the 23rd. My pen seems to be running out of ink. Let's see. Oh no, it still has a lot of ink in it. Why is it skipping? Let's try a different one. This might be a bit wasteful, but I'm going to do this over because that pen skipped a lot, so it's hard to see the dates. So let's just take that off and try again. It could be because this isn't a flat surface underneath. I'm not sure. Yeah, this one is skipping too. March, but it's a little bit better, a little bit darker. 17th through the 23rd. That was a struggle. Just writing the dates, and this is already off to a not good start. But we are going to continue. So then I want a checklist for my weekly to-do list. And I'm going to use the boxes for that again. The Simply Gilded kit I basically use for the decoration and the full boxes and the deco stickers. The functional boxes I don't really use in here because to write on this material of sticker paper, I need a permanent marker. And I don't always like having to switch between a permanent marker and a regular pen in my planner. So I don't really use these quarter boxes, and these checklists I don't really use because I can't check them off unless I use permanent marker. And then these, again, a permanent marker is needed to write in. So I will use this for the decoration. But for the boxes and functional items, I'm going to use these other sticker books that I have off to the side. So we have pink here. There are other colors. There's purple, this orange, yellow color, brown, red. So I could bring in other colors too, but I think the only ones that I have that are this size are this pink one. I do have gold. Between the two, I do like the gold better. I have another pink. I have this dark pink, but that's a little bit too dark. Then I have this one. I'll save the gold ones for the week, not the weekly, the daily pages. And I'll use this pink one. If you don't like the color pink, then this Decorate With Me might not be the one for you, because I'm going to go all out with as much pink as I can. At least on this page, because of the washi tape that we used. And pink is actually one of my favorite colors, so that makes me very, very happy. For a header, we do have some task headers in here. So we have ones that say important. We have to do. Let's do a to-do header. It's very skinny and you might not even be able to read it on camera, but I'm going to put it here. And then I do want a checklist, so I'm going to use the purple mild liner and just do, I should have gone every third instead of every other, but that's fine. So that's my checklist. Then I want to do the habit trackers. So I'm going to write the days of the week at the top here and then highlight my habits down the left-hand side. So we'll start here, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I'm going to alternate between these mild liners. Let's start with pink. And I usually highlight first and then write in the habit. And I'm going to track the same ones. I enjoyed and found useful tracking the habits that I tracked this week. It looks like a lot, but it was really helpful to do that. So I'm going to track the same ones. I should have counted. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. And for the Hobonichi cousin that I got, it only came in the Japanese version. So I wanted the English version, but they only had that one in the January start. So on the daily pages, I think the day of the week is not written out in English. So I'm going to have to either write that in or use stickers. I wish I knew how to hand letter. I see so many people with aesthetic planners and they hand letter so beautifully. I've never even tried to hand letter. I've never practiced it. Maybe if I practiced, I could learn, but honestly, I don't know if I have the patience to do that either. That pink is very light. You can barely see it on camera. And I've used a Hobonichi cousin before. I usually go for the Avec, but I went for the regular, the full year this time. And I'm going to see how that goes, because if it bulks up, it's going to be a really big book, which I'm not mad at, but also I don't want it to be too heavy to carry around. Not that I carry it with me. The only planner I really take with me is this Stalogy, and then I have, let me get it. I have this pen and gear notebook that I take with me on the go. I just write to-do lists, notes. I can't really show you because some of the pages have like phone numbers and stuff when I'm out and about. This is my on-the-go scratchy note notebook. So I take this with me when I'm out. So it's not like the Hobonichi cousin will really be out in the world with me, but I don't want it to get too big and heavy. So we'll see what happens with that. And we'll see if I can keep up with it, because the reason that I decided to get another daily planner, even though I have the Sterling Ink daily planner, is because when I got sick and went into the hospital, there were lots of blank pages in my daily planner, and I just couldn't catch up. And for some reason, there's a mental block of continuing it. So I thought, why not just start fresh in a new planner? And the new planner will also have weeklies along with the monthly and daily. So it's a big undertaking, but I'm excited about it. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So I'm tracking the habits of tidy up, which is just a quick 10 to 20 minute tidy up of different areas of my apartment, so that I'm not waiting till the weekend when I need to deep clean everything. So I'm tracking, if I tidy up, my goal is to do that every day. I'm tracking when I take my meds and my vitamins. I'm tracking my low buy. Now, I did well. Since last year, I didn't buy any planner supplies or anything until today when I bought my Hobonichi cousin. So I've been doing well up until today when I bought a new planner. So that's been going well. And then I'm tracking if I wake up early, walking, reading, journaling, YouTube work, and studying. So now that we have our habits down, I need to decide how I want to lay out the rest of this page because I'm only doing one page for the weekly. So do I want to just keep it like this? Have my to-do list, habits, daily gratitude, and then I can probably sneak in a meal plan. Or do I want to have a next week area? I think I need a next week area because I actually used my notes area for some next week items for this current week. So I think next week is an essential section that I need. So then it's a matter of if I get rid of my meal plan or my daily gratitude. And between these two, I think I'll get rid of my meal plan because this was turning into a meal tracker anyway. So I'll do that. I'll do my daily gratitude here under my to-do list. So let's take the purple and put it there, and then I can do pink and write the days of the week. And then this can be my next week area. I wish I had a box for it. I can fit a box under here, so this will be my notes. Let's see what color stickers I have for that. I think this or this. I think I can get away with this orange. So we'll put this here. That'll just be for something important for the week, things of note. It's kind of like a notes area, but a really small one. And then my next week area can go here. But underneath my habit trackers, I do want some kind of decoration because I do like a functional page, but I don't want it to be all function. I want some decoration. So I could use one of these branches with the cherry blossoms and the lantern. Or I could just use one of these dividers. Let's see what we want to do here. I think I want to do this. Let's see how this looks. If I line it up along the edge there, it's not straight. It's very, very slanted, but these stickers don't usually come up. And as I say that, it comes up. Go figure. And there's an extra little piece here. So let's try to straighten it so that the lantern part is straight. And then the branch kind of curves around like that. That's cute. Before I forget, let's write in daily gratitude. I can just write in gratitude. And then the days of the week. And this is where next week will go. And I do remember there is a next week sticker in this sticker book. Let's see. Next week. I think I'll use the light pink. Let's see, where do I want it? I kind of want it down here, but then what would I put here? Is the question. I could do a paper crane, or I could do, let's see how this looks in that spot. Let's see if I put this down just a little bit. The proportions aren't correct because it's like the building is small, but then it's as tall as the branches, but I'm just going to leave it. And then we can do next week down here. And we can draw in a box. Actually, I'll learn from my mistake that I did a couple weeks ago. Was it last week? No, a couple weeks ago. And I'll use the skinny end. There are 2 tips on the my outliners that I have. So I'm just going to draw a box around like this. For next week. That's cute. That's really cute. And then let's go to the days of the week. Now, because we have 2 sets of these date covers, I'm going to use these ones. Again, the font is gold foiled, so it's hard to see in the light and it's small. But I think these are really cute. These are really, really cute. I just have to decide if I want the heart on it or next to it. I think I'll put the heart on it. I don't need my tweezers for this, but I do need to turn my book. So let's put the day of the week there. And the date dots are here. And 17th is a holiday. So I will need to get my holiday book for that. I forgot to do that before I started. I'm just trying to decide if I want to put the heart on it because it will cover up some of the design if I do that. Or do I want to put it next to it? I think I'll put it on it like that. I'll just leave it like that because I don't want the sticker to blend in with the background necessarily, but I do like it on the left-hand side. So I'm just going to put it a little bit on, a little bit off, and then we can get into the decoration. So for Monday, what do I want to use? Oh, headers. That's what I want to do. That's why I was hesitating. I knew I was missing something. So for the headers, we only have pink and purple and then the patterned ones. The rest have writing on them. So for this one, I will use the pink. Again, like I said, there's going to be a lot of pink on this page. And then I'll use this one. Something else that I wanted to buy, but I resisted buying, were Live, Love, Posh sticker books. They came out with one that is a functional sticker book that's black and white. It has the months, days of the week, things like that in it. I wanted to get that one so bad. Not that I need it, but I might need it at some point, you know? So I wanted to get that. But then they also had a spring sticker book, and I wanted to get that one too because it's so pretty. But I have another spring sticker book by Live, Love, Posh that I haven't even used all of it. So I talked myself out of getting another one. I'm going to use this gold box sticker right under here for my notes. Underneath, we do have space, so that's where these dividers can come in. So let's do one of these right under here. This left-hand column is done. Now I want my to-do list. So I think I do want to do a swipe. I'm going to need a space to put St. Patrick's Day, so let me go get that sticker book. So I'm going to use the Dates and Holidays sticker book by the Happy Planner, and I'm going to grab the gold St. Patrick's Day, and I'm just going to put it here at the top. Let's put it there. And then I'll do my swipe here. And the to-do sticker, which was in this sticker book, I think. The to-do stickers are quite big, so we'll see if I like it. But these are really the only to-do stickers that I have, so we're going to work with what we've got. I should have put the line lower. Let's put it to the side like that, just because I don't want it too close to the holiday. And on the other pages, I'll make sure to put the line lower so I could put this kind of in the middle. But for now, that's fine. And then I'll use this for my checklist. And then this area is to write a little blurb about the day because I don't want to completely get rid of my journaling area. And so I have to-do list, notes, a little bit of journaling. I could fit more decoration on the page. So how about I hold off on the decoration and decide later what I want to do. I'm thinking I might just put, I don't know, because all of this deco is quite small and I don't think it'll stand out if I put it down here. So let's just continue on. So for the next combination, these I think need to be at the top of the page because they're hanging lanterns. So I'm going to put these at the top. It's a thicker washi, a taller washi than the other ones, and it's glossy. It has like a coating on it. So let's see if it tears with my washi card. Oh, it does. And then at the bottom, I'll use this one again. And then on the other page, I'll use this washi tape. I'm just trying to use all the stuff that came in the subscription box kit. So this one has the book and teacup along with the cherry blossoms on it. So we'll put this at the top here, and this is the washi tape that I'm not sure matches with anything else. So I'm just going to use it with this one. And hopefully they're far enough apart that you can't really tell that they're a little bit different colors. So we have that, and then we need, should I just put the washi tape on all the pages? I think I should. So then I'm going to go back to this combination. And I need to do an updated planner lineup video because I haven't been using any of my planners except a few of them, like I mentioned earlier. And I think we just need to have a chat. We need to have a chat about my planner situation, what you all might be going through in your planner journey, the state of the planner community, how overwhelmed I was feeling with all my planners. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed my planner lineup video that I did last year. I was super excited about all of the planners and notebooks and journals that I had in my lineup. This has a red line right in the middle of it, so I'm going to cut this off. I was excited about all of my planners, notebooks, and everything, but I think I made that lineup with my fantasy self in mind, with my best case scenario in mind, and that's not how life turned out. So it's time to pivot and do something different. But I also want to be honest on my channel, so I think an updated planner lineup to let you all know what planners I started the year off with and which ones I'm still using, which ones I'm not using, and why. I think it's important to be transparent about that because, yeah, this is the same one. Because I don't want you to think that I'm just using all my planners that I set out to use. I don't want you to think I'm using those in the background and just not updating you. The truth is I'm not really using them. So, and then what did I do after this one? Oh, this, where did it go? This washi tape. This looks a bit odd having two different sizes next to each other, but I'm not going to worry about it too much because we don't strive for perfection here. We strive for cute enough. And this is cute enough in my book. And let's count the pages to make sure. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, that's good. So let's put these washi tapes back. Let's just roll them up so they're not sticking out at the ends. And let's continue with Tuesday. So we need, let's get organized here. I'm going to need the date dots. Let's just do all the date covers. Let's do things kind of in order. So the days of the week. Tuesday, Wednesday, you see what I mean by it not matching perfectly? The coloring is just a little bit different. The date cover is a way brighter pink than the flowers in that top washi tape. But like I said, we're just going for cute enough, not necessarily matchy-matchy. So let's just fix this one a little bit. Oops, that tore the page. That tore the page, but that's fine. So then we want the 18th and see if I put this one here, it'll cover up that paper crane, but I guess that's what it's going to do. Simply Gilded is also coming out, or not coming out, they already came out with a new collection, the Frou Frou collection that they came out with on Friday, which is also pretty. But I'm trying not to buy planner accessories. I did buy the Hobonichi, so I did buy a new planner, but to me that's different than buying planner accessories because I have enough stickers and washi tape to last a lifetime. There's no reason I need to keep buying more. Whereas a planner, it's just something that is, should I put this off to the side? A planner is something that is a bit different in my eyes. No, I'll put it here. I'm just covering up some of the design, which is why I was hesitant. And then Saturday and Sunday. And the 22nd. And the 23rd. Okay. Yeah, this, I don't know, the coloring is just a bit not matching to me between these two. I'm going to keep mentioning it just because it sticks out to me, but it's not really bothering me. It's just something that I'm noticing. So let's see, am I going to need this sheet again? It does have headers on it that I might use. But let's continue with this. So I do want headers here. So let's get the pink, the pinkish purple. And then get a full box. How about this one? It says, "A flower blossoms for its own joy," a quote by Oscar Wilde. We'll put that one here. And the other header underneath. And each page is going to have the same layout, I think. Yeah, each page is going to have the same layout. I do have appointments that I need to keep track of, but I think I can put that in the notes area and highlight it that way, because I do have appointment stickers right here. So I'll do that. So for this, I think I'm going to use all of the gold, because the other colors might match, but they're a bit too bright. Like this pink one could match. I'll keep it out as a possibility, but I think all the gold ones are what I'm gravitating toward right now. So we can do the dot grid. It's a different gold than what's in the Simply Gilded sticker kit, but I think it's fine. And then underneath, we want one of these headers again, just for some decoration and to fill the space. And on the other page, let's use the purple headers. Along with, let's do the tree and the bridge. So we'll put down a header first. Then we'll put down the full box. And then the other header. And then one of these. I'll do the same one, the dot grid. And then we can do that. And then I want to do a swipe here. Let's do a different color. Let's do purple here. Let's get the to-do stickers. And again, they're quite big. So I'm just going to put it like that. And like that. That's crooked, that's slanted, but we're going to leave it. Should I write in my plans as I go? Or should I hold off on doing that? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll use the same color here. Actually, no, let's use the pink here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know if I have enough headers to do top and bottom of all of them. I definitely don't have enough of the solid colors. So I'm going to have to use the pattern ones, even though they match the date covers, which is not what I wanted to do. I think I have no choice. How about I do the solid one at the top because it provides some kind of contrast. So let's do the pink one here. And then the patterned one I can do underneath whatever box I choose. Let's do this one. Right here. I put that one on a little bit wonky. Let's just make sure I didn't wrinkle the other side of the page. And we'll put that header underneath. And then we'll use these. Oh, let's do the other side. And then let's figure out which box sticker we want to use. I'm thinking this one. And then the patterned header. And the notes area. Wow, this one is really crooked. These stickers aren't very forgiving though, so let's see. Let's line it up there. See if that's better. And then let's put this one down. Like that. And then let's use this brown on both of them. And the to-do stickers. Once I figure out how I want to lay out one day, the other days are a little bit easier because I'm just doing the same thing basically. And I think I will use the purple. For my checklist. Oh, I forgot to do headers underneath. I don't necessarily have to, but it's kind of nice to fill the space. I only have one header left, though. Saturday, Sunday, let's do this. Let's use this pink header and the purple one. So let's put them down there. And 2 more boxes. I think I'm going to use the ones that have mostly pink in them, which are this one and this one. These 2 are nice, the ones with the buildings in them. But I like the ones with the flowers and the pink coloring. Let's do this one here. And the mountain scene we can do there, and then let's do these last 2 headers. Like that. And this one matches the sticker, which is not what I like to do. I usually prefer more contrast, but that's what we have from there. And then the last 2 boxes from here. And then I just need to figure out a way to use these strips down the middle. And that will be that sticker sheet gone. And here for my notes. On the weekend, I might put a to clean list in one of these boxes, actually. And then let's do like that. And our to-do stickers. I had exactly enough to do stickers for that. Let's do the purple. And now we can add in some decoration. We can add in our plans. Oh, I do want to put something underneath these notes areas. So how about I do this for one of them. And I feel like this needs to go this way, but I want it to go the other way, which it doesn't. So let's put this back on the sticker page and just use this. Let's switch these actually. Let's put that one there, and let's put this one here. I kind of don't like this one. It's a bit too big. So how about I put this back on the sticker sheet and use these flowers. Where's the other deco sheet? We have these, and we have these. Let's do this. Let's put these flowers down. And then the bulk of the decoration is done. I just need to add in some deco here and there. For instance, I can add in this bird. Or maybe not. I thought it would fit here. It doesn't look right here. It fits, but it doesn't really look right. Maybe I'll put it here. Then we have a tree of cherry blossoms. We can put that there. We do have the hanging lantern. So how about I put this one? Let's put it here. And what else do we want to use? I have another tree, a smaller one. We can put there. And let's see how we want to do our plans. I'm going to need the appointment stickers. I have meetings. I probably should have used more boxes for here. But hopefully this notes area is fine for highlighting stuff that I need to remember. Just trying to think, because I don't have anything on here, on this page. How about here, I just use the book. Like that. Okay. So now, I think I can put most of this away. These have headers on them that say appointment, but they're quite small and they don't stand out as much as this appointment sticker does. So I'm going to do this. Wait, I might need some of these boxes. So the first appointment I have this week is on Tuesday. Now, yeah, I'll put it here. That was my original plan, but then I started second guessing myself. So let's do this. I feel like I want a box within a box, but that might make my page a little bit too bulky. Appointment. And then this is from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then work. I do still have to work this day, so I work from 12:30 to 4:30. Probably a little bit later, but till at least 4:30. So 12:30 to 4:30. Wednesday, I have an appointment. And Thursday, Friday, there is technically an appointment, but it's not an appointment for me. But I do need something to, I do have something to remember. So I'll put a don't forget for Friday. So let's do this again. 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and then I work 12:30 to 4:30. And the same thing for Thursday. And for Friday, the car needs to get serviced. So I need to remember that me and Jason are switching cars this day so he can take it to get serviced because the service center is near his job. So I'll just put car service appointment. Switch cars. I need to remember that. And then I will probably have his car over the weekend too, which I don't like driving his car because it's bigger than mine. And like, it's a little bit harder to drive for me, but gotta do what I gotta do. So, and then I do want to migrate some items from my task list for this week that I know I'm not going to get done this week, like my taxes. I need to really start doing that. I need to buy a monitor. I was going to go to Best Buy, but we don't have one near us. So there's one near my job. So I'll do that next week. So let's put an arrow here to show that we are migrating these tasks. Printer. Oh, the date cover just came off. That's not good. Let's put that back on there. I need to buy a printer, but I really need to do research first. So let's put research printer. This date cover is sticking up. So what I'm going to do is use a bit of glue. I think because it's on top of the washi tape, sometimes the stickers don't always stick down on top of the washi tape. So a little bit of glue and it'll stay. So let's do that, and then let's continue migrating our list. This one I don't need to do anymore. I do need to get shoes for work for the summer. So I'll put that on the list. This one is a maybe. I do need more work clothes because I wear a similar outfit every day. I don't really much care what I wear to work as long as it's work appropriate. But I do need some more pants to wear to work. So I'll put that on the list and migrate it. I'm migrating my entire list basically. This I don't really need to do anymore. Clean the water filter, I might do this week. And my medical bills, I will probably do tomorrow. So I'll leave those on the list. So let's look at my next week area. I notated that it's St. Patrick's Day. I put my appointments and my time that I work for my appointments next week. I do need to note that the systems are down at work at 2 o'clock. So that's on Monday. So let's use a don't forget sticker. And I'll just put systems down at work at 2 o'clock. And that's when I'm going to pack my desk because they are revamping the entire office. So we need to pack up our desks and get ready to work from home for a couple of weeks. So while the systems are down, I'm going to do that on Monday. Let's turn back here. I have a meeting on Tuesday, so let's use the meeting sticker. And my meeting is, I have a meeting on Monday too. I didn't write it in here, but I do have a meeting on Monday. This is for 3 p.m. And I'll just write that. I'll know what that means. But I also want to note that I have a meeting on Monday. I could put these in my to-do section, but sometimes things get lost when I have a long to-do section. This meeting is also at 3 p.m. This is about the Canadian bank wreck. So I'll put that there, and then let's see what else. Car service on Friday, refill meds. I'll put that on the weekly to-do list because I don't know what day I'm going to do that. So my weekly to-do list is filled out. The habit trackers and gratitude I do after the fact. This is just a notes area for something memorable or something I need to remember for this week or next week. This is my next week area. So I think that's all of my plans that I need to do. I just need to remember to do a few things. I do my weigh-ins on Mondays, so I need to remember to do that to make sure I'm staying in line with my goal. Let's see. There are some work items I need to do, but I will wait. Should I wait to write those in? I'll wait to write those in. I know that on Saturday, I film my video. And then I hope to edit and upload it, but we'll see if that actually happens. Usually I do that on Sunday morning. So Friday, I need to prep my planners. That just means choosing the sticker kits and things that I want to use in my Stalogy for the next week. Let's see, what else do I need to do? I think that's all that I know of ahead of time. I kind of want these to stand out, but if I outline it, it might not look right. So I'm just going to draw a line separating where it says meeting and appointment. I'll just draw a line. There. Do I have a to clean? I think there's a to clean in one of these. Yep, we have a to clean and a shopping list. So let's do this. Saturdays is when I do most of my chores. So let's put this on Saturday. my cleaning list. And my shopping list will be for Sunday because that's when I go to the grocery store. And do I want, I think I do want a checklist for these. It's hard because these don't have lines in them, but I think that's good enough. I didn't use any of this tape in here though. That's a bummer. This is really cute. But I'm not going to force it. So how about I just use one of these very small headers at the bottom of this box. Like that. That's cute. I should move it down so that I have more space to write. So let's put it there. And then do I want something for this box? How about maybe a teacup? Like that. That's cute. And I think we're done. That was really fun. I still have a lot of stickers left. So I could do multiple spreads with this same decoration, but I like to switch it up every week. So maybe I will just keep this for next year. And well, the date dots I could use anytime. Not date dots, the day covers I could use anytime. I have these that could go with lots of stuff. I'm just looking to see if there's anything else I can lay down. But I don't think there is. So let's just clean up a bit. I'll show you what I have left of the kit. But these stickers I want to put back where they go. So these go in the Mega sticker book. So we'll just throw them in here like that. This one goes in the Live Love Posh sticker book. And of the sticker kit, I have 2 full boxes left. I have this sheet of deco, this sheet of deco, the very small deco in small bows. I have these quarter boxes, task headers, and these half boxes that I would use for decoration, but I don't really have any place to put them in this planner spread, so I'll save those. We have 4 sets of date covers, these checklists and flags and deco, and more date dots. So there is a ton that come in these Simply Gilded kits, so I will keep this together. And let's do a flip of what we've done. So this week I did a day per page. So we have a weekly dashboard with a to-do list for items that I need to get done this week, but I don't yet know what day I want to do them. I have my gratitude, a notes area, a very small notes area, my habit trackers, a next week area, and then we have Monday, which has a decorative box, a notes area that I use for things that I want to note and not forget. So I have things that I need to remember about work, a meeting that I have. Then this is my to-do list, and this area is to either extend that to-do list or write a little blurb about the day to replace the journaling that I'm getting rid of. So that's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And that is all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching this video and hanging out with me. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.